Neck pain from sitting at a screen all day is one of the most common complaints I hear, and the good news is most of it can be fixed with the right exercises. In this video, we're going to show you 6 targeted exercises for neck and upper back pain caused by desk work and screen time.
If your neck aches by mid-afternoon, if you get headaches from tension, or if you feel shoulders are locked up from sitting at the computer, this video is for you. A great stretch we can do in seated, James, is thoracic back extensions over the chair. So we need a chair that's just below the shoulder blade, so maybe like a hand width just below the shoulder blade. That gives you enough room that you can extend over that chair. So hands go around the ears, good, in a comfortable position, extending the back over that chair, looking up to the ceiling, good, feeling the stretch in the upper back, holding it there for 5 to 10 seconds before returning back to the seated position. Good. And again. Good. Breathe through the movements. And back up.
And how many of those should people aim to do, Ella?
10 to 15 of those, holding the position at the end range, 3 to 5 seconds before returning to midline.
And whereabouts should they be feeling them moving?
So you'd feel it opening up the chest, but you'll also feel a little bit of tension in the upper back there. Both is okay.
Great.
Good. Good. A lovely exercise we've got for our neck is neck rotations, James. So this is nice and simple. Looking forwards, I just want you to turn the head one side at a time, good, till you reach the end range. Hold it there for 3 to 5 seconds, good, before returning back to midline and then to the opposite side. Good. Holding it there for 3 to 5 seconds. And back to midline. You should feel the stretch in the opposite side of the neck. Can you feel that?
I can,
good. And then back to midline. Good.
And I assume I shouldn't be feeling any pain with this, Ella, just a little bit of tension?
Yeah, tension is what we're looking for. We're not looking for pain. So if you are experiencing pain, then I would just relax off from this exercise.
And how many times should I turn the head across to each side?
I would do 10 per side, so 20 overall.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
An exercise we have for the neck, James, is the side stretch. So first we'll do it without any overpressure. We're just going to work on the mobility of the neck. So looking forwards, I want you to aim one ear towards the same side's shoulder. So just tilt the head, aiming that ear to go towards the shoulder, holding it there for 3 to 5 seconds, feeling the stretch on the opposite side. Good. Before returning to midline and then ear to the other shoulder. Good. Holding there. Can you feel the stretch on the opposite side of the neck?
Yeah, I can. It's going all down here.
And then again. Good. If we want to make this a bit harder, we can add an overpressure with the hand. So kind of pull it away from the shoulder. So pull your head away from the opposite shoulder. Again, holding for 3 to 5 seconds. Before changing to the opposite side. Good.
And it's just a very slight pressure that I'm applying here, but I can feel an increased stretch down the side of the neck.
Yeah.
How many should I do on each side?
So I would do 5 to 10 per side.
5 to 10 per side, okay, that's great.
A great stretch we have for our necks, James, is called the Levator Scapulae Stretch. So that's just a fancy muscle there in the back of the neck. So what I want you to do, with the side that you want to stretch, get the arm and almost bring it up towards the head. Elbow is quite close to the head there, stabilising the shoulder blade. Can you feel that? Good. With the opposite side, I want you to grab the head and almost pull it towards the opposite knee. And you'll feel a great stretch at the back of the neck there. Can you feel that?
I can.
Good. Holding that for 5 to 10 seconds. Good. Before returning the head back to midline. If you're struggling with the mobility of the shoulder and you can't really hold it in that position, it's okay to just go to your range. So if your elbow ends up at perpendicular to the body, then that's okay too. Just pull the head there to opposite knee. And you should be feeling the stretch from the back of the head there going towards the top of the shoulder blade.
Great.
Okay.
How many of these should I try to do, Ella?
I want you to do 10 on both sides,
All right, okay.
20 overall.
Okay, perfect. And then for the opposite side, I would just reach towards the other scapula, have this hand just above the crown of the head and pull towards my opposite knee. Oh yeah, I can feel that.
Perfect. Good.
Great.
So we have a chin tuck exercise now,
Okay.
James. So what I want you to do is face forward in that
Yep.
seated position, torso upright,
Yep.
and I want you to retract your chin so that you're almost creating a double chin with your neck before protracting and pointing that chin forward. So you're bringing that head forwards in front of your body.
Okay.
And then again, double chin, and then poking the head forwards. I want you to imagine that your chin is on a table, that you're sliding it. So I don't want to see chins coming down towards the floor or up to the ceiling. They're sliding forwards on that table and then returning backwards on that table too.
Okay. And Ella, where should I be feeling this movement?
So you should be feeling it at the back of the
Okay.
neck.
Okay.
So it works the muscles of the neck.
Okay.
So in that forwards position, you'll still feel it in the back of the neck.
Yeah.
And then in the backwards, again, you'll feel it in the back of the neck, but also a little bit around the front there. That's perfectly okay.
And you don't want to be sort of rocking back and forth with your upper body. You want your upper body to be stable and still, right?
Yeah, so try and keep the shoulders still at all times. It's quite difficult, but once you get the hang of it, it's quite easy.
Okay. If someone experiences severe neck pain when they're doing the session, they should stop the exercise.
Definitely,
Okay,
yeah.
Great.
A lovely mobility exercise we have for the shoulder is wall angels against a wall. So if you just want to bring your back towards that wall, put the arms out like a W, as if you're doing a snow angel. Good. Aim to put the elbows and the wrists towards the wall. If you can't, just as close as possible, okay? From there, I want you to bring the arms upwards so that they're at that top position, almost touching at that top range. Holding it there for a couple of seconds before returning back towards that W position.
Okay.
Good. I want you to aim to keep the elbows, wrists and shoulders in line, but it's okay if you can't go past and touch that wall. Try and keep it as close to that wall as possible, all right?
Okay.
Good. And back up.
And how many of these should I do, Ella?
I want you to do 10 to 15 of these nice and slowly.
Okay. And whereabouts should I be feeling it?
I want you to feel it almost at the front of the shoulder there and opening those pecs up.
Okay.
So it's more of an anterior movement than the posterior.
Okay.
Good. And back down.
If any of these exercises significantly increase your pain, stop. A little muscle fatigue is normal, but sharp or worsening pain means you should stop. If your symptoms are getting worse, you notice numbness, tingling, or weakness, don't rely on this video. Please see your own healthcare provider.
This video is for general education only, and it is not a replacement for being seen by your own healthcare practitioner. If you found this video helpful, then why not watch this video next?